Back again, round 3.
All right, what's good, y'all? This NDS podcast, Money Don't Sleep, BangBoy L Boogie. Introduce your lady.
This is the lovely China Bands.
Hey, y'all.
All right, I'm gonna clap too. I don't know about that clapping and shit, but yeah, this couples edition part 2. I was supposed to have another couple, so hopefully I get another couple up here, and then hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I end up with a woman, then we can have, like, you know what I'm saying, situation where it be multiple couples just sitting around politicking and shit. But I like to talk to couples and shit because a lot of people be needing advice on how to weed shit out, how to handle certain situations, and you know what I'm saying, and things in a relationship so they can have a stronger, healthier relationship. And they need to see other people be happy so they can learn how to be happy. I feel like I give good advice, but I don't feel like I have successful relationships.
to give advice.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I give good advice.
I mean, he the same way, per se. He be having to get other people's opinions.
Oh, yeah.
Mine doesn't matter.
That's why when I say
unless he hears it, like, say, for instance, I'd be upset about something. He say, you putting too much thought into it or whatever.
I'm the same way.
But then if you say, well, you know what? She right. Then he'd be like, all right. And that's it.
Yeah, but
that's
I'm the same way with you putting too much thought into it. I'm the same way because I'm chill and calm. I'm like, you know, like, I can't deal with no woman that's stressed crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be hard for me because I'm calm and collected. I'd be like, we gonna figure this shit out and we gonna make this shit, you know what I'm saying, work. So, you know what I'm saying, you say y'all been together since 2018 September. What's the day? Because he was fucking up the day and you was irritated like, nigga.
I wasn't irritated. He said it was my birthday.
Not that day.
It was not my birthday.
It's the 9th of 2018 of September.
I thought it was the 8th, but
the 8th. Okay. One day, damn. You gonna shoot a nigga?
He said the 13th, though. He didn't even know.
Because I was thinking about something.
He was thinking about Tupac. Tupac died.
He was thinking about my birthday.
I was thinking about Pop.
No, he was thinking about my birthday.
I was thinking about Pop.
Okay.
No, so you're a Virgo.
I am.
What's your own sign, bro?
Gemini.
So you dealing with 2 niggas?
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
So one of his sides, like he half down.
He's a Sour Patch Kid.
3?
Yeah, so he has an alter ego. And then he has a sour and a sweet side. So it's like 3.
Who's my alter ego?
And he don't be like knowing.
He try
to make it seem right. So he be trying to make it seem like he don't know himself or he don't know when he do it. But in the beginning of the relationship, it was kind of rough.
I felt like he learning something.
It was kind of rough for me because I had to learn him all over again. Like when we was younger, we never got into it. It was never a bad moment at all. But you know, people change, time change,
and friends,
and then I got kids too, so it's just kind of different. So
what's your adjustment to being around kids in the household?
My adjustment. Ooh.
I think it was easy.
Patient.
10.
It was a lot of us, but they was just everybody just around. Now you got kids in the house.
You gotta make sure
you gotta be patient. Yeah, you gotta be patient. You gotta make sure they eat. They gotta, because I live with it's her, 2 other daughters from other relationships, and we have a bonus baby who re-adopted. So I got dealing with 4 girls, a newborn, a 2-year-old, a teenager,
how did you end up with the bonus baby?
Oh, well, I'll let her start.
I always say that. So basically, it kind of like, it happened so fast. Man. Like when you're in a situation where you don't have time to make a decision, you kind of just like react off second nature. It's really hard. So I was going through a very trial time in my life where I just had a baby. Now I have a new boyfriend. Then I have a niece that could go into the system. And
so it's a family member. That's common in our community.
Yeah, it's my niece. So, you know, I was a part of the foster care system myself, but it was with family. But you know how you have urban families that just don't know. Like you learn from what you're being taught. So it's like if your parents did bad, it's always threw up in your face how your mom ain't shit, your daddy ain't shit, shit like that. So when I got a call that my sister, first of all, we didn't even know she was pregnant. We found out she was pregnant. We didn't know she was still pregnant. So I didn't know. Went to see her at the hospital. 72-hour little span. They like, well, they let her bond with the baby. You can't take the baby home. So she flipping out, not knowing her background that she, got a lot of issues and mental, elements or whatever. So it's like, okay, I go to the hospital. It's 13 of us, but it's only so many that's in Michigan. And I was kind of like the only stable one at the time, the most stable. Like I have other siblings that were stable, but wasn't as
because
stable.
it's sometimes you stable, but you getting your shit together.
Right.
Sometimes you're stable with space.
Right, and I had the space, and they didn't. So, everybody was like, we don't want to go into the system. So all these people are making these decisions for me. So I was like, damn. What the fuck do I do? What do I do?
Shit,
I didn't even talk to him about it.
Shit, Superman could have just flew to other countries and just fucked a lot of women and just had multiple babies around the world. But he stepped up for you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? You just accept your calling. So,
So I bring it. This is how he made. I bring a baby home.
Y'all didn't have a conversation?
No. I told him
because he probably like the baby cute, but okay.
I'm like, I'll come home because I forget where I was at. All that she like, yeah, my sister just had a baby. I'm up here with her or whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I come home later on that night. It's a baby sitting in the baby chair, sitting on the table.
It wasn't even that night. It was like probably 5 in the morning.
Yeah, you could text a nigga.
No, because we talked about it, but we didn't talk about it. So it was up in the air.
It wasn't a decision.
It wasn't. It was up in the air, basically.
She like, I come home, I see a baby. I'm like, oh, she cute as hell. I'm like, that's the baby? She like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
He asked me when the baby was born.
I'm like, why is the newborn here? Why is she not with the mama and all that? She like, well, we gonna keep her. I'm like, what?
Like a puppy?
Like a pet. I'm like, so we just got a baby around this bitch? So I told her, I was like, bro, listen, dog. I'm not helping, bro. I ain't man. I'm not doing none of that shit. No.
That's not what he said. What he said, we got Ryan and we got Christian. Don't ask me to do nothing. Babysit. Buy nothing. Take nothing. Don't ask me to do nothing. So, okay. I took that, but it went through this here and up there. Honestly. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You here. So you're going to help. In my mind, I'm saying this. So, I'm like, well, just give it a second. They still trying to find. Because I didn't know that I was going to adopt her. They were just calling the safe house. Because I got her on a Friday. They gave me the hardest time to get her anyway. So, I got on a Friday. He like, so if it's just a safe house or whatever, that's cool. She could stay. My sister was coming. Spent time with her. She was nursing her, trying to still get that whole look. Because I didn't want to take motherhood away from her. I feel like that's something for a mom, no matter the circumstances, they deserve that. So a month go by, 2 months go by. So one day, I swaddle her up, and I'm like, can you watch her while I go to the store? He like, yeah. He in the bed like this with the phone. So I swaddle her up. She already fed. She sleep. And I just took her like right up in there. So I come back. They in there chilling. So I took a picture. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep this picture because you said you weren't going to help me. But little do you know, you're not going to say no, then I'm not going to watch her. So after that, they were just like, well,
she grew on me.
Nigga, babies do that.
That's his baby.
Being around kids to make you want to have kids.
He like, this is my baby.
Shout out to Danny. He like, she about to be 1 year old. Okay.
So we had her since day one, but you know, all of that changed. It was really hard. Like I lost my job going through that process. Like a really good position that I worked my ass off for, and I got fired because I got sick. Then I had to take days off. Then I had to meet with specialists, and they had to see if stuff was wrong with her. It was just chaos. Like it kind of put us in a real bad bind. So, did you do the?
What line of work you in now?
Anyway, let's start there. So, I think it was.
I see she got the scissors and shit.
Before we actually got her, I did the one night only with him. Or whatever. He did his first performance or whatever. And then when I lost my job, he was like, I told you should have just started dancing. You make good money, da 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 da, yada yada yada. Yes, he did.
Thanks.
Yes, he did. And then I'm like, shit. All right. I thought about it. Starting that shit was hard as fuck. It was scary. It was way out of my element because people have been telling me to dance since I was like 19, 20. But strip clubs just made me so uncomfortable. Like, it just had a bad...
I never felt comfortable in the strip club outside of the food.
Yeah, and that's the only reason why I used to go. When I was pregnant, I'd go eat with my cousins. I'll eat. It just made me feel...
I don't really like women I don't know like that touching.
You know, even though I do that, it's like, this is weird.
See, my thing is, it's more so the motive. You see what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
I like to feel...
Yeah, true.
I like to feel fly. I like to feel like she's going off my aura, you know what I'm saying? It's solely off pocket.
They do go off your aura.
But it
they do,
but it's to get that cheese.
Yeah, it's to get the cheese. You know
but it's like, when you think about it, you got movies like that. You're going to go see a movie because of what it opposes, what the plot is, what the twist is, whatever the main
so
event.
And then there's like the strippers that I like be strippers like I actually want to smash. Like the women I actually date.
Yes.
You know
so I started waitressing and bartending, and I was making good money. I make more money dancing, but I was making good money till like, okay. And he was like, so you sure you don't want to dance?
I ain't say that.
Yes, he did. Yes, you did.
Why you trying to put it like, I'm the reason why
it didn't happen like how I'm saying it, but as time go on, we had those discussions like, okay, you consider it. Do you want to do it? Do you not want to do it? Like that. It was never like, oh, bitch, you should just dance because I'm telling you to dance. It was never like that. It was, right. It wasn't like that. Like,
she told me, she was like,
I'm about to tell you what happened.
Like, I'm about to start dropping ass. I'm like, oh, all right. Shit,
one day I was at the club. It was so dead. It was dead.
So hold on. I want to stop you right there. I'm gonna go. What y'all do? OnlyFans?
No.
What you mean?
I have one, but I never like went through it. Like I have a whole profile and everything.
Yeah, I do. I follow a few.
But when I saw the stuff, like my friends, they
I got a limit. That's why I'm like, I'm not a strip club nigga. So most of the strip club niggas like, hell no. Right. And I'm like, I don't go to the strip club.
I want her to do an OnlyFans.
Look, I knew he had
really you ain't got to show.
You don't got to show no all kind of
stuff. She got pretty feet.
Yeah, and I said I was gonna do a little foot fetish.
You know, it's niggas out here asking for foot jobs, like with the foot on the dick.
Yes,
like y'all can do that and we because niggas want to see that shit, especially on Twitter.
Oh, foot job on me?
Yeah,
I don't think I would like that.
No, like the niggas be like getting
they like that. They like seeing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
I'm telling you.
So one night,
y'all a win. Like I can go to my text message thread.
Man, I have two friends that make over $10,000 a month just from that.
The fee,
just from OnlyFans.
Oh,
they have different content.
Different content. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my ex was gonna do it, but it's like I say, like you say, you got the count. I got the count too, but I was hesitant on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, what if this relationship don't work out? You know what I'm saying? Right. No, because my situation was I get dumped a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it was like don't dump me. You know what I'm saying? We let's be mad at each other. You feel me? Like we figure this shit out. Don't leave. You be dumping her a lot.
Man, I'm leaving. I don't need this shit. I know my
Yeah, you
work.
can't
I don't
be
need
doing
this.
that.
I'm in.
She irritated.
It was like that at the beginning. Now
Oh,
he
yeah.
just go in the basement.
Yeah, the basement. That's my
He
shit.
going
This
to
is
the
why
basement.
Zach Couse looking like he look just
It's
like this.
down
I
here
can
in
sit
the
and
basement.
watch TV.
He just go in the basement. If he want to be bothered, he'll come upstairs. But it wasn't like that at first. We just had to. It was just time.
She argumentative. Women, a lot of women argumentative. They just feel like, and then
they don't argue. They argue to win.
They argue. Yeah, they argue. They argumentative, but they want to like we argue fast. We have a big blow up. 5 minutes later, she want to get up under me and shit. They trying to grab with my dick. So I'm like, no, I don't even want to.
That was at the beginning.
I want one of them niggas. Look, I want to, bro, and be frustrated,
bro. I want to fuck you up right now. I ain't trying to get no head right now. I want to hit you in your head.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And a lot of women be confused. They like niggas like they want it. That aggression like piss you off and then fuck it. I'm like, one time I was mad.
No.
Look, one time I was mad and I had sex with my ex, bro. I'm going crazy, pulling her hair, talking crazy, nigga. She was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. She usually say that, so I'm like, I'm not thinking nothing of it. And I'm like, the water running too long. So I go in there. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, she in there crying. I go in there. She like, they just falling, but she ain't. I'm like, babe, what's wrong? She's like, you were being mean. I started dying, fucking laughing. I could not hold that shit.
This nigga would never come and ask me what's wrong.
No, the water was running too long. Like, why the fuck the water is still running? Like, then it was a situation where she lied and said I had hit her, called the police, and then her mama made her call and drop the charges on me. And I'm walking out that bitch, walking home, and she she riding. She like, can you let me in the car? I'm like, call me a tow truck so I can get my keys out my car. And she like, but can I get a hug? I'm like, bitch, it's my birthday. I was just locked up for like 8 hours and shit. A nigga in that bitch asked me, was
I would have been like, man, I'm going right back in that bitch because I'm about to hit your ass with these ones and twos.
Man, that shit was crazy. And
I'm about to be in that bitch for real.
Then she thought she was about to be friends with the chick that lied with her. I'm saying like, dog, no. I'm like, I need you to have some real friends.
It's so difficult. It's so difficult, especially with meeting new people because I feel like a lot of women bring old shit into a new relationship.
People
and that
do
was
that
my
shit.
problem.
Like that
was me.
Yeah, don't expect your nigga to be your last niggas.
Right. I could be just doing some regular shit and then she'll react to that shit to like how her last nigga did. So I could just be doing some regular shit I usually do. But she'll be like, oh, why you going out like that? How long you gonna be out? Da, 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 da. That was our argument. So I'm going to my mama house. Who the fuck gonna be over there?
Like I said, bro, I had to learn him.
What the fuck is going on? I had to learn,
bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I really like today when I said I wasn't coming. Now if I feel like he don't want to be bothered, I'd be like, all right, I ain't going. Or all right,
yeah,
I'm
you gotta let a nigga breathe.
All right.
You can run
I
these
did that
things with your
yes.
You did that today.
Yes.
Yes.
It all depends.
The first time you did that.
No, it depends on the situation. But like I said, I had to really, really pay close attention and learn this nigga. Because if I didn't, we wouldn't be together. We wouldn't. He'd have left.
I feel that. Yeah, because I'm like, I can't be with that shit there, and I can't be, like, I try to make all my women, because, like, when you feeling a motherfucker, they start becoming more attractive. You know what I'm saying? You're on a good page with them. Certain shit, you might notice a mo you ain't never seen. Like, damn, I like this mo. You feel me? So, different shit like that. So, I compliment my woman and all that, because I'm like, I ain't gonna let the niggas at the gas station win. You feel me? So... nigga, that's what type of time I'm on. But then when they be like, I hate a chick that bring up my old bitches. Like, don't bring my old women into this shit, because that's gonna have me having fantasies and thinking about that shit.
That's gonna be every chick you need.
He used to bring up his old bitch all the time, and I don't give a fuck what the scenario was. Well, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. He did. I'm like, why you always gotta put like, I don't care what y'all did. I don't care. He like, well, you know, it's not like that. I was just saying, but I'm like, nigga, we already made some.
Maybe I was probably I used her, my ex or whatever I used to deal with. I probably used her in an example in a scenario.
But it was always, all the time.
It wasn't all the time. It was
Yeah.
probably like one. It was probably like
The
two
first
times.
year.
It was probably
The
like
first
two
year.
times.
The first year.
But I was just using her in a scenario like it wasn't nothing going on. We never did nothing for in many years. But I was just using her, the particular girl, in the scenario. I didn't mean to bring her up or whatever. But I didn't feel no type of ways about her. So
How
I
did
feel
y'all
like it was
leaving the Full Lips interview?
What was the question?
How did y'all
When
feel
we did that
leaving
last
Full
podcast.
Lips podcast?
Oh,
a lot of stuff was discussed that I guess we kind of was able to put on the table.
Cause that inbox shit, when I was watching it, cause I ain't see the whole thing, but I seen the inbox thing about the threesome shit. With the threesome shit, that shit gotta happen naturally, and you know what I'm saying. And no, this how I got my first one. This
You
how I
can't
got
just
my first
schedule
one.
the
your
shit.
first one?
Yeah, I'm saying this how I got my first one. Look, this how I got my first one. Look, this how I got my first one. So my ex liked women. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
You feel me? So she used to tell me about her encounters. We tried the plan one because we was like, you know, we was like plotting on her friends. You feel me? Because I'm like, you know, I'm going off her. She like, bring a chick. I'm like, I can't bring a chick. You feel me? Because that means I gotta aggressively pursue the bitch.
And that means you was already looking. That's how I was getting.
No, but that's why I'm like,
how I was looking.
Listen, man, she is we never had one. I never had one in my life. She say she never had one, and I believe her. I believe her when she say that.
I don't like girls.
I believe her when she say that.
Okay.
But I feel like it's a new day and age where it could be like I just want to experience it.
I wish
but
my woman was here. This would be a better.
I want to experience it with nobody else. I would love to experience for my first time to be with her. So it was like we don't have to have a full blown threesome.
Because I
just want to see. I want to see a shot. I just want to see it eat your.
Nigga, that's what I told her. I'm like, I can sit in the chair.
That's it. And I could just sit there like
y'all be thinking
shit like that though.
You can't. You don't have to plan it.
You can't. Because all you look, if you post the status, send me nudes, bitches. Y'all hoes send me some nudes. Females gonna send you some nudes.
Well, I already know
I'm gonna get a couple, and then you be like, which one of y'all want to have a threesome with me and my man? Inbox me. They flocking.
They
bitches out here that want to be a unicorn.
Females be in my
inbox. People looking for a unicorn.
Right.
As soon as this nigga walk away, I'm beating her.
Females be in my inbox trying to. I've been approached in my inbox a few times trying to have a threesome with me and my girl.
Yeah,
but
I never knew that.
I never approached her with it because, like you said, you gotta just let that shit happen.
But I never knew that.
If I was to approach her with it, she gonna think because I'm goofy, like I say, I'm humorous. She gonna think I'm on some bullshit. Oh, you been trying to do that shit,
and that's the thing. It ain't that.
Like she be dancing, man. Bitches would be like, oh shit, y'all, you share, y'all, what y'all doing? Woo. I'm like, bro, you gotta ask her. I'm not in charge of that shit. You gotta ask her. So it's
my cousin, my cousin woman was like they did cool with threesomes, and she like watching him fuck other women.
Not me. I mean, I would never be.
No, she what's the name?
I mean, shit.
Hey, it's some shit like when my shit happened, nigga. We chopped it up. We tried one of her friends and shit. It almost happened, but one of my sons would not go to sleep. He kept like popping up. Man, so if he didn't like,
he had to get one of them motherfucking baby NyQuil.
Man, I ain't know nothing about that shit. You feel me? Because like the shit I heard from my pops was like they was putting liquor in the baby bottle. Mm-hmm. Man, he kept getting up hype as hell. We like, man, if you don't go take your ass to sleep. But yeah, so baby girl ended up dipping out. That was a dry burn. You feel me? Then one day, randomly happened. I'm dropping the stripper off. The same chick that my car ended up getting shot up. I was picking up. So I'm dropping her off. Nigga, I start speeding. I get first. I'm like, she called me. She like, yeah, come home, nigga. Yeah, we probably about to have threes. Like shit, my shit instantly get hard. I'm like, okay, cool. So next thing you know, I'm like, hey, I'm like, you don't need me some more tonight? She like, I'll call you. I'm like, shit, don't call me for about like 2 more hours because I don't know what. I'll let you know when I'm done. She's like, all right, cool. Drop her off at like a little after hour and shit. Shoot back to the crib. I get to the crib. They all, kissing on each other and shit. And she like, you want to do this? You know what I'm saying? Then we had like a talk before, we actually had it. And then
how was that? What was the talk about?
The talk was she like, you my friend. You know what I'm saying? This your husband. Whoop-de-whoop. Whoop-de-whoop. Are you, do you feel comfortable and all this shit? And she like, my ex was like, yeah, whoop-de-whoop, I'm comfortable. And then she like, I'm comfortable with it with you, but I don't want it, basically to be an issue. Mm-hmm. So we all had the adult conversation. Mm-hmm. They went and took a shower. Nigga, I'm in that bitch. I'm like a Viagra. From the time I got that call to the time I was there, it was like my shit didn't get Luke hard or nothing. My shit just was like, you know what I'm saying? Man. I don't know how I ain't popped no perk with it. I had that perk with it.
I feel like her, because we had this conversation multiple times. I feel like
my ex had got uncomfortable.
Right, I feel like I think her issue is she think that the double back issue behind
a lot of the thing. That's why a lot of dudes prefer the woman come through the woman.
Right, but my whole thing is like I never fucked nobody on her. Like I never cheated and then like we went on a break or whatever. I got the splash and shit. But when we was together, I never fucked nobody else. But that's my whole
about
thing
the break thing. Did she expect you not to splash? Did you expect him not to splash?
See, that wasn't it. He was just lying about it.
I wasn't lying about it.
Definitely,
why do you want to talk about it?
He was like, why do I have to even tell you anyway?
But
he was still.
We don't
but when we was on the break, he was still hitting me.
That's your problem.
I wanted to know.
Yeah. See, my thing. Okay, so
he almost got this bitch head cracked.
Okay, well, I would say honestly, with the splashing of the other chicks, if you fucking a chick, she should be able to know if you fucking other chicks. Who, when, where, and all that shit.
But he still was lying.
I'm just saying that's one thing you could just say.
But when I'm like, bro, I'm single, bro. Why the fuck do I even gotta? I ain't telling them I'm fucking you. I ain't gotta say shit.
Yeah.
I ain't long as motherfuckers is we doing it protectedly. Mm-hmm. I don't see no ill. Why do I have to tell you who the fuck am I fucking we together? Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that me and her was gonna get back together. That's why I was doing what I was. If I knew that it was a chance me and her was gonna get back together, I wouldn't even jumped out there.
And my thing too, with the breakup shit, when that shit over, I be thinking it's over.
I thought it was over.
I thought it was over. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But my last situation, that shit over. That shit dead. I ain't going back to that shit. Fuck that shit. That shit.
Okay, so.
But look, I was messing. Me and her was messing around back during high school shit. Mm-hmm. I came home. I doubled back to her. Now we still together. So you never know how the motherfucking universe works.
With the dance and the time, do you ever get jealous?
No, I don't get jealous.
Like if she had to go do a dance and all that.
If it's an ounce of jealousy, it's not gonna work. Either she gonna have to stop dancing or y'all relationship gonna break. Y'all gonna break up. If you understand your woman, see, I trust her wholeheartedly. Like I understand what type of person she is. She don't entertain the bullshit. She just there to get the cash and leave. So I was comfortable with her.
I'm heading out. 2:00 hit. Them lights on. I already got my bag. I'm heading out the door.
She come home and throw me the cheese. I'll be asleep. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, my shit. I was dating a dancer. This bitch ain't drink or smoke. No drugs, none of that shit. I'm like, man.
She might take a shot if I'm there because she feel like she more comfortable with me being in the
this bitch used to bring home. I'm like,
bro. But I don't do.
She's a bring food. Oh yeah, she bring food.
But I gotta be sober at all times.
Yeah, because she was like, nigga, I don't like to. I had told the stripper trip, but like I don't understand how she did it. But nigga, she used to come home, nigga. I pick her up, hop in that bitch. pop it open. Sometimes she ask me what I want. She know what I like to eat anyway, so I eat that shit and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to murder you, you feel me? And then she cool as hell. I'm probably have her on my podcast too. But like with the Deck situation, I'm like, he dated multiple strippers, and Cash Doll was saying he was on that same tip where he'd try to pay her to not go to work and shit like that. And I'm like, why date a stripper? And then the situation where on the documentary it was like people was being funny, kept calling her for dances. I'm like, nigga, that's more money for her.
Exactly. I can never be in that bitch. Like, you in there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I try to stop what the fuck you got going on? If you there to get the money, why would I try to be like, all right, they want to dance, all right, no, fuck that. Fuck that. When they in that,
and I see that all the time.
I could be in there. I could be in there with her. I'll be in that bitch sitting on my phone.
He could be right next to me.
She could be right there. She could be right there. Dance, bounce on that nigga shit like. I be in that bitch like. Oh, okay.
But
How
I
you
see
feel about him getting dances?
So, she don't like it.
So,
which is fucking crazy.
So,
see, it's different because they co-workers. And then bitches
that too, I understand.
It all depends on who it is. But we tried that. Every time I pick somebody, they stink.
You said they stink?
They stink.
And I feel like she probably be doing that shit on purpose.
I really don't.
Because every time she be like, all right, this is my boyfriend. She'll make it rain on her and shit. I'd be like, bro, I don't know. She just don't smell right. She don't smell fresh. And that's every dance that she brought to me. She smelled like some shit. Like, you know,
even clubs I never even been to.
I'm like, man, at this point, I don't even want no more dances, dog. I think you did that shit on purpose.
That shit crazy. Man, I went to a strip club with one of my exes, nigga, and this bitch was killing my dick, bro. She was like bouncing on my shit. My shit was hurting. And I'm looking at my ex like,
some
you know, like
that shit,
because you know how they be saying nonverbal cues and shit. That's some shit women understand. So I'm looking at her in her eyes like this. Mind you, she recorded me like, hey, like that the whole time. And I'm looking at her. So we get back to the crib. I'm like, we chopped it up about it before, you know, we left. But I'm like, look at the video. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. You didn't notice this shit? Help me. Yeah. That's what I'm like. I'm looking at her like this.
I just feel like, before you get an actual lap dance, I feel like you got to sway the room. Okay, I like how she look. I like how she dance. Some bitches be on that bitch aggressive. Some bitches are bouncing on stage like how they be bouncing on your dick and full split, bouncing like
that's how
fucking they pelvis and shit up on stage. I'd be like, damn,
like, you are not getting no dick tonight.
I be rubbing my damn knee like, damn, that shit.
Man, I'm telling you. Then I'm seeing some shit. I seen this one stripper dancing off the techno music, and then it's like the beat where it hit be like, boom, da 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 da, boom, like that big boom. She'd jerk her body to that. I'm like, bro, this bitch gonna have like the symptoms of like somebody got whiplash or some shit. That shit used to be crazy.
Them strippers, I ain't gonna lie.
It's all kind of different strippers.
They some hustling motherfuckers though.
That definitely. You gotta skim shit. Same thing with the shot girls and shit like that. But with your relationship, like how do y'all feel about like getting advice from friends and shit like that?
I mean, I'm gonna agree. Whatever I believe, no matter if somebody tell me something different, I'm gonna believe what I believe because that's just me.
Yeah, I have been in a situation where the friends basically ruled the relationship, and I be in my head like shit. I might
with that shit is it ain't like that with me and her because at the end of the day, if I come to you. It's for some real advice. I feel like you're the type of person that's gonna give me good advice in this particular situation. If a motherfucker just talking, I'm not gonna listen to that shit because even if she tell me some shit, I'm gonna go off what the fuck I feel like. So a motherfucker can't tell me nothing about her. They tell me, oh, you get this, you see this, you know. I'm like, all right. That I never bring what the fuck somebody else say in the streets into what the fuck we got going on. Because at the end of the day, me and her, we fucking good. We can go whatever the fuck we want. We can buy what the fuck we want. We good. Kids good. Everything good. So I'm not about to listen to somebody I know and I'm looking at your situation and your shit ain't even right. What the fuck can you tell me and what the fuck we got going on?
I feel that because I'm like, shit, that's a lot of down advice. What type of advice would you give like other couples that's like starting off like rough, like how y'all started off, where y'all was trying to figure out each other and y'all was just doing a lot of arguing and shit?
Well, I guess it all depends on where they are in life, because if I was in the same stage I was while he was in prison, that shit wouldn't work. I'd be like, nigga, fuck you. And I went on about my business. For real. But
excuse me.
It's like, I don't know. You can't tell me I can't have something. Nobody can tell me that. If you tell me I can't have it, I'm gonna get it just because you told me I can't have that shit.
So you deviant.
If that's what you
authority
want.
issues and all that.
And conniving and all that other shit because she wants some shit and you can't get.
So if you tell me like, oh, you can't get that nigga to do that. Oh, okay. That's all you gonna get from me, and then you gonna see it happen anyway.
Wow.
So.
Anyway, the initial question is she ain't even.
I'm not really sure like how to really.
I mean, that's good. Still,
I'm not really sure how to. I guess it's all just depending on what you really want. If you really want to be with that person, if you really see yourself with that person, if you really see a future potential, like go for it. It's like a relationship, friendship, a situation.
So what you think about domestic violence?
Well, I take that very personal because I was in I wouldn't say somewhat, like I was in
an abusive relationship.
I was in it was really weird because the relationship was cool until we had hard times. And you know, some men,
they ego.
Yeah, they can't handle that.
And then when a woman went in, they can't.
But this nigga right here, that's a different kind of nigga. This is like a unicorn. He get on my nerves. You can't say
unicorn because a unicorn got a new meaning now, where it's people that look for unicorns. It's like a single woman they want to add to their relationship. So it's people. So that's what a unicorn is.
So most women, when they say unicorn, because unicorns aren't real.
Yeah.
It's all fictional.
Yeah.
So when you find something, not even based off of what you want, but it just genuinely, truly makes you happy, that's a unicorn.
Because I was about to say, he want a unicorn. By definition.
You know what I mean, though.
I'm fucking with you.
So if you like genuinely happy, and I've never been in that state before, because even when I thought I was, it was something that be like, nah, this ain't it. Or I had to bump my head a couple of times and be like, damn, bitch, you just not gonna get it.
Yeah, because I can't do that domestic shit. I don't like arguing. I don't like none of that shit.
Yeah, but our arguments is way like...
You know niggas want the argument to end fast because niggas be thinking like in a tunnel vision. They're like, what's going to stop her to shut the fuck up? And then a nigga say some shit and like
he walks away. I don't like that.
When we arguing, I try to... It's hard, but and it hurts and it start hurting my chest. I try to yell.
You can't punch.
I try to yell louder than her,
and that's a bit worse.
Yeah, but usually, like I just be like, "Man, bitch, shut the fuck up," and I get the fuck on.
And see, one thing women don't realize, I feel like there's something that women should take in consideration. Some of the shit y'all say to men, if another man said it to another man, we'd knock their head off.
But I don't really say nothing.
I don't know what you say, but I know it's a lot of women that say some of the craziest shit to me.
I feel like, you know how people like, I said that shit because I was mad, because that's some shit he'd say. I couldn't do that, because I used to do that. And a lot of people hold on. Some people do, some people don't. So how I used to be on purpose, because it was purposely, I did it, I knew what I was doing. How I used to be is like, I could never tell you, well, nigga, I took care of you, or nigga, I did this, or nigga, you ain't shit, you a bitch ass nigga, or you a mark ass, or whatever, to dumb him down, or any person. You can't take you can't take that shit back.
No shit,
she called me. I don't get it. She called me names though. She'd be like,
how you call? She called me. She apologized for it.
Right. She called me. She was like, you a bitch ass nigga or something. But she was playing though.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like she'd be calling me niggas, you retarded. But I really do be doing retarded ass shit. Like one day she came in from work dancing and shit. So I'm in the house, I'm high as hell. So I moved in the kitchen. I like scaring her ass because she eat. So the front door this way. So I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, I'm about to get this bitch. It's over, right? She coming in, the back door behind me. She like, niggas, you retarded. I'm like, oh shit.
Retarded.
She like, nigga, you retarded as fuck, bro. Like, but that shit, honestly, our relationship, I got into a relationship with her because we was cool as fuck. Like, even though we was
because y'all
fucking
basically
around,
best friends.
right? We was fucking around back in the day, but she was goofy as fuck back then. Like it ain't never no dog moment. We goofy as fuck all day, every day, man. So that's why it's like niggas be going through the dog moments in their relationship because they don't know how to have fun with their girls and that shit. And that shit, I just feel like that shit just everything else clash because y'all don't know how to have fun with each other. So that's cool.
A lot of stuff, I just feel like nothing is forced. When you force stuff, when you force things and make people do what you want them to do, but then you're mad at the outcome because they really didn't want to do it. So I learned that, like, okay, like marriage. I brought it up. Like, okay, are we going to get married? Not saying like, nigga, you better fucking marry. Yeah, I want to get married. Okay. But
you want marriage?
But I'm not gonna be like, nigga, you better marry me or this because I don't want no resentful ass husband. I don't want no nigga.
I feel like that's part of why my
this bitch, I gotta go home to this bitch. I'm out. Leave me alone.
She'll throw little hints out there, like it's starting to. Because all her friends, I guess, getting older and they starting
everybody
to do it.
getting engaged.
So she'd be like, she'd be looking at her phone like, such and such got married. I'd be watching TV like, oh shit, here we go. And they had she told me she got her ring for such and such. Ooh, I'd be like, man, all right.
But like I said, I would never want to force anybody to do something that they want.
Yeah, because I feel like my situation, I feel like I basically forced the marriage shit on her. I feel like she didn't want to be married. That's why our shit didn't work. Yeah. Part of it. Along to other shit, but it's just like, I feel like she probably can be a good woman for somebody else. And I feel like I can be a good man for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good.
That's how I look at the situation.
At the end of the day, I feel like the marriage shit, I feel like the marriage shit is more for like the majority of women. Because I feel like, honestly, you can be married, you can have a committed life partner with somebody without that legal document of y'all saying y'all actually married. I feel like we can have a wedding and everything if that's what but I just don't feel like, if anything, is for the big man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I do it, it's for the big man. It's for God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for nobody else. If I talk to God, he like, okay, you ready? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead and do. I'm gonna do it.
But you gotta think. I think he think like this. That's how his whole mentality is. He think outside of the box, and I'm kind of like in and out. So I'm thinking about security, financial reasons.
But we got all that right now.
Let me finish. Security, financial reasons. If something happened to this man today, I'm just the girlfriend. But I'm always there. I know everything. I know how to coordinate if they want to pull the plug or not. But I wouldn't have no say if I'm not his wife, because I'm just the girlfriend. I might not even be mentioned in the obituary or have a fucking picture. My kids wouldn't be nothing because we're not married. So that's how I look at it too. I look at all of that because God forbid something happened to this man tomorrow,
or vice versa.
And I pay for the funeral and not being recognized because I've seen this shit happen.
Yeah,
bitches with niggas for 10 years, 20 years, and all they got is a thank you. And that was it. You never talk to the family again. You never nothing. It's just nothing. Your kid is out of way a lot. You just had a baby mom. You just another baby mama. Like, so that's how I look at everything.
So I get it. So it just solidifying your relationship. What do y'all think about planned sex, scheduled sex?
We don't ever have no planned sex.
We don't. We be so busy though.
Who do that nowadays?
Man, Tia just came out and said something about planned sex.
Okay, like all right, we gonna have sex when we both get home, like that type of shit.
No, I don't think that. I think that's more so like nigga be ready, or you be ready. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like nigga next Thursday 6 p.m. the kids sleep.
But people do that.
That shit trash.
I don't think that
shit trash. And the pussy ain't gonna hit the same.
We don't ever have planned sex.
Yeah.
I just come take that.
She'd be like, she'd cut it to me like, you giving me some dick or what? I'd be like, I guess, yeah. Damn.
I guess.
Damn.
You just gonna rob me
I'm
like
like,
that.
bro, how the fuck? Why you? I'm like, bro, stop talking to me like that.
You little hoe.
She's like, bro, you gonna give me? You coming off that dick or what? That might be her exact words, bro. I'll be like, dog, stop talking to me like that. Bro.
I feel like sometimes
I like aggressive women.
She is very aggressive,
but it all varies though.
She always the aggressive, and I think she like that shit.
That's just me. But I feel like he be so in his zone sometimes
that we'd go like a month without fucking.
Man, you wildin'. I ain't going that long. I was going like that long in my marriage, but I was big.
But we be.
Nigga, I was like, I forgot.
But I
was working 2 jobs, doing all this shit, you know what I'm saying, and doing shit on the side, and I still wanted some pussy. Man, I'm like, let me get like 20 minutes, I'll go to sleep. Like,
that's him. Give me about 20 minutes.
Right. But you gotta think though, when she got a name, I'm a developing a name, so it's like y'all. We do literally like 3-4 different things daily as far as like trying to, hustle, different hustles, the kids, all that, like you busy all fucking day, and then it be, you look up after you done with doing what the fuck you doing, it's like 1, 2 in the morning. So
I had a question I want to ask too, because I was thinking of this and shit, because I was thinking of this last week and it just made me think about it because you had me thinking about the rap shit, and I was thinking like this one chick I know used to date this nigga who used to rap. He probably still rap, but the nigga weak. And she made a post about him like years after they broke up. Was like, my ex them dropped like 5 mixtapes and nobody know this nigga. Some shit. Whoop-de-whoop. So a lot of times, like they say, dancers are A&Rs because they can tell, what's gonna pop in the club, what they want to move to, and shit like that. Yeah. So, with you being a dancer, do you like help him with his shit?
So now I'm starting to do that. At first, I didn't because I was still trying to get used to dancing and make a name. Because at first, it was just about the money. I go get my money and I leave. Sometimes. Like, it was to the point when I first started dancing, probably like 4 months in. And I was so frustrated because I'm working so hard, but you got to know what clubs, you got to network, you got to meet new people. I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to get the money and expecting the money to be the same every day at the same place. But if you want change, you got to change your plan to get change.
Yeah, that's what the dancer, she was.
So one day I was
sitting.
Like
this, that day be like this.
Yeah, so one day we had to pay bills. And mind you, I still got a toddler that was party training. So I was still buying diapers and pull-ups. And then I got the new baby. So everything wasn't really transitioned over to me for me to have that authority, like, get WIC or go take her to the doctor or get all of these financial services or aid or whatever you want to call it, all that
WIC
paperwork
is very essential.
It is. But I breastfed, so I didn't need WIC because I had my own milk. But now I have a baby that I have to get WIC for.
You was going to breastfeed her?
I did wet nurse her, but I was ending with my
I never knew what the fuck wet nurse.
Wet nurse is.
To the people,
so wet nursing is when you breastfeed somebody else's baby or use other breastfeeding moms'
use other
milk.
titties.
Okay.
So
I just never heard that term.
Wait,
so
all black women wet nursed a lot of these people that's in politics and
yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I'm saying?
But you got to think though.
Black women got to
back in the slave era.
That's what I'm saying.
The black slave mama who babysat the slave owners did the same thing.
They witnessed.
They witnessed.
So
you know,
I was in
the history lesson.
So I was in the car and I was so mad. I was crying. I'm like, nigga, I don't even got money to pay tip out. Now this is at the home bar that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm fucking frustrated. How the fuck am I a dancer and I don't got the money? He like, you gotta calm down. You gotta think about what you already did. You paid bills. I paid bills. We got this in the house. We did this. We did that. It's gonna come. I'm like, no, nigga, fuck that. This will never happen again. I vowed that shit will never happen again. On my mama, I make at least $1,500 to $3,000 a night now.
You thugging.
I'm not about to be nickel and diamond. Mm-hmm. That shit did something to me.
That's what I was trying to explain to my ex. I'm like, I was financially fucked up. Like, I'm not in the best predicament. I'm still in the red. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I ain't made it to the green yet. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I'm not about to be looking like this. Like, my kid's not about to be fucked up on Christmas because I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not about to be, hell no.
And I did that.
And she didn't understand why I was working like that. Because I'm like, you ain't got it like that.
And he like, you gonna kill yourself. Like, I was literally doing day shift and night shift for like 3 months straight. But I had to change my whole everything. Like, I had to start branding myself. I don't post as much, but I post a little bit more. Branding, networking with other people, doing stage sets, making more money. Like, I just had to find that one moment did that. Like, nigga, I don't even got $23 to get in this bitch to make more money. And then, you know, when you
ever sat in the studio with him?
I have. I actually did a song.
You ever given him some bars? Hey, you should tweet this.
He don't want to put me on that song. Just like I say, it's never a dull moment, bro. We get high, bro, and she be freestyling, bro. It's like it's never a dull moment.
The reason why I say with the bars.
She was recently in that bitch with me last time I was in the studio.
Because you know some shit a woman don't want to say, and he think he knows some shit that a woman want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all feel like, yeah,
but
I know
he really helped me as far as him. Like, I was a waitress first. Mm-hmm. So that's how I made my money. You know, I'm a people person. I'm kicking with you. I'm going to be very attentive because I want you to pay me. Mm-hmm. And strip clubs, that shit expensive as fuck. You buying bottles and then they taxing on that gratuity. So if you got $1,000 bill, I'm getting $200 of that. Because that's gratuity automatically. But it's to the point where they like, man, you cool as fuck. You know, so we're going to tip you off the love. So I'm making $600 to $1,000 a night just waitressing. Just waitressing. Mm-hmm. But then I'm sitting there and I'm seeing these dancers make a bag. So I asked him, like, you know, what if I did a one night only? They'll tell me how to do it. You can't just jump into it. It's not going to just come to you because a lot of niggas fuck with strippers that they know.
Yeah.
They're not just going to fuck with. It's very rare that they going to throw money at bitches that they're attracted to. Most of the time, the bitches is making money off
that I want to fuck. And a lot of times, it like how you say that, you know, because I remember a chick I know had a party that I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? And she like, her mom was like, you better come make it rain on my daughter.
Yeah, it's all about networking. But
there was some shit like that.
But it's like a tit for tat. Like, I tell, like, it be guys be like, can you do a twerk video to my song?
You probably should make a song about that since Usher made the song.
About what?
Yeah, I don't care and all that shit. I don't mind and all that shit. That'd probably be a hard ass song.
Right.
That's a good idea. But like, you got bitches be like, come see me at the club tonight. Come see me at the club. And if they just not a hot dancer,
yeah,
they not gonna do it. And I haven't gotten to that point yet. Like, I got people that fuck with me.
My shit is funny because, you know what I'm saying, like, it's niggas that actually get dancers numbers. and they be like, yeah, I'm going to the club tonight, and that's how the nigga actually pull up, and they will not fuck with the nigga outside of when he pull up. So it's like, I know dancers like that, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I ain't never been that nigga.
They master finessers, man. It's all, but at the end of the day,
it's a job.
Niggas are going that bitch. I know, I understand. It's just all part of our culture. Going in a strip club, throwing the money. But when you in that bitch, the females, they not gonna really fuck with just any nigga or whatever. But it's just all part of the culture. Like, we 100% of the time, we not trying to fuck the strippers. Niggas in general. We ain't trying to go in that bitch and fuck these bitches. We trying to fuck this bitch and try to throw more money than the next nigga.
Yeah. So
we not trying to go in that.
And it was a nigga like, bitch, told her, like, bitch, you think we throwing this money for you? We ain't throwing this money for you. We throwing this shit for ourselves. We doing this shit for ourselves. We come in here blowing checks for ourselves. And they really do.
And that's how it is. Just part of the culture.
But every strip club not like that though, because I've danced at white bars.
That's just because it's a different culture.
It's just totally.
They not even gonna let thick women through the white bars.
No,
they do now. Nowadays, they don't.
They don't be in that bitch trying to. They don't be in that bitch trying to get a 5,000 singles and shit. They don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because I have a friend. She did. What was that?
So how they play it in there?
We went to Trump's. I have a friend.
Now I'm familiar with that.
I have a friend. We just went there off the whim. I'm like, I want to go. And she was in there. And she was like, I made probably about $500 a night. She was like, you gonna come dance here? I'm like, not if I make it $500. I'm trying to walk out of here with 1,000 or more. So anywhere I go, I'm making 1,000 or more. I'm not about to sit around, and my time is valuable. I can be at home with my kids, chilling, watch TV, eating, whatever, putting them to sleep, all of that. So it's like, oh, I think we can change your mind on that, this and that. But the only thing about white bars for me is I'm built different from a white woman. And you know, you have white men that come in there and they know
scared of a big ass. They
know what
they
like. It's very rare that they'll come in to a black woman and be like, oh, I just love your body. Or they might be ashamed. They probably really do, but they ain't gonna do it because
they scared of
Billy right here.
They intimidated.
That's why I'm like, you know a nigga for real if you find his porn stash with a nigga watching on porn. You feel me? When a nigga sneaking watch, like, you know what I'm saying? They found Michael Jackson.
His lineup.
What's the name thing? What did that throw you off his?
It kind of did a little bit. It did something.
She gets mad because I watch porn or whatever. Am I a frequent porn watcher? No, but she don't know. I don't. She ain't with the threesomes and shit. So your shit. I might go. I'll go on that bitch and look at some shit, and then I'll get back on. I don't even be checking off. I just go look at some shit like, oh, okay, or whatever.
You're a funny nigga.
And I'll put that bitch down, and she like, oh, you and this bitch watching porn. You and this bitch. No, she'll say you jacking. No, I'm like, no, I wasn't.
I pick up his phone, and Ebony will pop on the screen. I'm looking like, nigga, so
you want to fuck Ebony. You want to go watch Ebony, bitch.
This what you watching? That shit throw me.
She don't watch three. She don't do threes. She don't do it. So I go on there.
So I feel like, are you bored?
Sometimes I watch it like, oh shit, I recorded because I record a lot of shit.
But I'd be like, okay, so are you bored? Is this not enough?
It is enough, but I might want to watch some crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
But I ain't trying to force her into it. So I might all right.
Like I said,
let me go back and watch some
time to learn him. Because it really used to irritate me at the beginning. Like, Jesus. But back to when I started dancing. Let me tell you, this was the moment.
But I be getting turned on. They be all in that bitch touching on each other and shit. I be in that bitch. That be like my little bump. You know what I'm saying? I be in that bitch. Okay. They be all dancing on each other, rubbing all on each other.
And then the fake because I know is one chick was telling me about how like the fake like they about to eat another chick out and shit. And then she was like she had the chick I guess didn't come to work, so she did the little thing with another chick, and she was like the bad smell shit.
Yeah. But most of the time, when women do that, that's dancers. They know each other, or they best friends, or cousins, or some shit like that.
That cousin part of throw me off. I seen some chicks on Facebook. They licked each other tongue and shit. I'm like, man, that's wild.
Yeah. So one night at the club, it was super dead, and these niggas came in, got a whole bunch of singles, but it wasn't no dancers. Like, that's how dead it was. So me and this other waitress, we go over there, we kicking it. They like, y'all want to take some shots? I'm like, shit, it's dead. Ain't shit to do. They throwing the shots back. We eating and shit. They start throwing money. So we dancing at this point, but we got on, waitress outfits or whatever. Throwing money. How much money I come up with?
I don't know.
A lot. When I was at Toy Chest.
I'm familiar with that all the way out there off Southfield and all that shit.
At Dearborn?
Like 15 I don't know.
I think it was more than that. I came home with a whole bunch of money.
You should fucking see our living room right now. What the fuck? It's like fucking $5,000 and she brought home last night.
But
this shit be everywhere, dog. Be counting that shit till your ass dizzy. You would think like, okay,
you know the worst
it's
shit.
Money.
Speaking of that
money,
shit, right
now.
All right, so the dancer I used to get rides to, right?
Fucked up.
Sometimes she'd have like bigger bills. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she'd have a lot of singles, and sometimes she'd just be like, I don't feel like going through all this shit to pay you. I'm gonna just pay you in a lump sum. So this somebody I fuck with, so I'm like, I ain't tripping. One time, nigga, she paid me $400. She owed me $400. All fucking once.
Man. Was they straightened out though? Or they was just in the bag?
No, they was straightened out because she had to count the shit.
Oh, so she did like 100 stacks?
No, she didn't do it in a stack. It was just in a bag. So it was 400 singles in a bag, right? Nigga, I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta go to Walmart tonight anyways. But I'm not thinking self-checkout. Nigga, I go through self-checkout. Man, I was in that bitch.
Them wrinkled ass dollars.
Yeah. No, I'm at self-checkout. I'm like, man, fuck this shit.
He gets so mad when I pull out ones. I remember one time we was trying to get in this club and they was giving us a hard time. And I pulled out
like, dog, what the bro, you gotta think it's literally it had to be like
100.
It had to be like 2,000-3,000. This was after the pandemic, so everybody getting out and shit. The clubs just started open.
They was bum rushing.
We trying to get in this bitch. We finally getting this bitch. My nigga, he yelled like, pay her, just pay her. She pull out a bunch of singles. I'm like, bitch, is you stupid? We barely making it in this bitch, bro. I'm like, bro, here. Come on, bitch. I'm dragging her up, man. We was fighting to get in that bitch, dog. I'm like, bro,
that shit was the
I'm like, bro, I can't believe you about to try to pull out the singles, bro. Dog, that shit. Man, you say 400. You say 400.
I know what you saying, 5,000.
Man, try counting what? 10,000, 13,000. Like, dog, that shit. Woo. That shit had your ass dizzy. I'm talking
you be freestyling?
Freestyling? No, I don't freestyle. I ain't even gonna cap to you right now. I like writing. I love.
No, I'm saying not off the top of the dome. I mean, like you can drop some bars for me.
Like right now, I ain't gonna lie, I can't do it.
A lot of niggas can't do it.
I cannot, and a lot of niggas can't.
Yeah, I know.
Like and be really sweet. That's the only thing, and be really sweet to like jump on somebody else's platform and really do that shit. And nigga really got it. That's like a gift.
I'm giving all y'all niggas a fair warning when y'all see this, nigga. When y'all pull up, I'm asking for bars.
I got some.
All right, go ahead. She like, fuck that shit. I knew that shit was gonna happen because he keeps saying how silly you is.
I was about to say something stupid.
Look, every time, because this nigga say it like 30 times.
She freestyle like Ron DMC or somebody, though. Yeah. Like the old nigga.
That's how you be. That's it, girl.
She really try to free. She know how to sing, though. You can sing.
I'm not singing nothing. I'm not a singer.
I used to rap. I hung that shit up for this. Shit.
Hey, look at you.
But shit, shit. I'm trying to plug you with some people and shit, cause shit, niggas locked in. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, shit. I know some E-course niggas. Them niggas they going, and some young Southwest niggas that's going. But
E-course wide open. E-course niggas, shout out to y'all niggas, get at me, man.
You was locked up with some of them niggas?
I would like to every
if you say any E-Course nigga name, I guarantee I probably know that nigga name. It's a 99%.
Dog. I just know niggas tell me you meet thousands of niggas. So nigga, I'm from E-Course. Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Because E-Course nigga, the worst thing you can say to E-Course nigga, oh, you from Southwest.
Right.
A lot
of E-Course niggas say they from Southwest just to say they from Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
No, see, if an E-Course nigga say he from Southwest, he a hoe. No, I'm telling you, just being out there. You know what I'm saying? The only niggas that would like latch on to say they from Southwest would be like a Rouge nigga, and sometimes they get passes because they hang in Southwest so much. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like outlaw Jesse James from Street Lords. He from Schoolcraft, but he claimed Joy Road because he was like he hung on Joy Road all the time, and that's where he hung at. He didn't hang on Schoolcraft. He was like. He was hanging with people and shit over there, and then that's how his shit is. So he was like, I'm a Joy Road nigga because that's where I made my bones. So it's like, you know, some Rouge niggas, they probably made their bones in Southwest, so they say Southwest. But E-Course niggas say he from Southwest. He 9 times out of 10, he a hoe.
Damn.
Yeah,
y'all niggas hoes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, nigga, I make a post about it. And a nigga, E-Course niggas are comment. They know I fuck with them, so ain't no malicious shit. E-Course nigga gonna say, nigga, I'm from E-Course, nigga. You be like, yeah, you from Southwest because of Eric. Nigga be like, no, I'm from E-Course. And nigga go say it straight like that. Cause it's a lot of them niggas had beef with them Southwest niggas, and that shit was like real serious. So that's how that shit played. But shit, we about to end this bitch. Y'all want to shout out anything y'all got coming? Use your social media and all that shit.
China bands.
My Instagram, China the Dream. Yeah, that's it.
All right, I'm gonna have all that shit on the link in all these videos. Make sure y'all like, subscribe.
And remember, all strippers are not prostitutes. It's a lot of
prostitutes though.
It's a lot of cheap motherfuckers that's in the game, and they make it hard for women like me. So, but you know,
he doing his drop. So
no, I'm cool with that because that is good. People got to know that shit. So that's kind of.
I get all kind of DMs. How much can I pay you to fuck? Like what? Huh? Say what?
But look. I'm gonna keep this bitch rolling because I'm like that's interesting, and then I'm gonna go back. But look. I feel like some women should should accept the money, and I feel like some women shouldn't. And the reason why I say that because some of them same women would go out on a date for free, and not for free, but for the meal, because you know it's women that meal fish. So I'm like, shit.
I used
if
to
you
do
meal,
that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That.
If you meal fishing, you might as well just.
I used to do that.
Meal fishing. That's a word.
Yeah,
meal fishing.
Yeah,
she do that with me all the time.
I used to seriously have a schedule for that shit.
Yeah,
like
I'm telling you,
this
bro.
Like
no,
like going on dates. I was taking chicks on dates, and I had to look like. I can't take all y'all out. And I'm like, I had to learn, like,
that
if a chick don't fuck,
that shit is a turn off. You just want to just eat
and not fuck with this nigga at all. And I done got, bro. You probably got.
But it's not because
that's definitely
you cannot like him. It wasn't necessary finessing, like, because what if I thought that I might like you?
Finessing, that's just on some. First of all, it's basic as fuck. It's some bum.
It's
shit.
Not.
It all the above. It's like if some nigga, if a nigga do some niggerty shit, like some try to finesse a chick. Oh,
but
nigga, you ain't shit.
Same shit.
You
all the
ain't
time.
shit.
If a nigga tell me we gonna split the bill, I don't have a problem with that. If a nigga say, "Can I take you out?" You're offering to pay. If I say, "Hey, let's go somewhere," that means.
But I'm saying if you don't see no potential, because it was just one chick, nigga.
If I don't see no potential and I don't like you, I'm not.
She tried to cheat me like a straight jack. Look, I took her out on 2 dates, right? Mm-hmm. We never chilled, and I'm like, all right, cool. You feel me? I want to see what's gonna go after the second date. You feel me? And then she ended up going to work both times after both dates. You feel me? And then listen,
that
one day she hit me up. No, she know my work schedule. It ain't got nothing to do with fuck. fucking chilling.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go out on a date, your motive is not to hit that.
No, I would fuck though. I'm down to fuck.
But
if a chick motive is all right, he wanna take me out. I'm just gonna go get a meal. I'm about to get a free meal.
Yeah, that's the thing. See,
you can
if I take you out on a date,
meal.
I would just be, if I was just trying to fuck, I'd just try to be like, oh, you hungry?
Go buy
I'm about to go get you.
If I don't see no potential and I don't like you, I'm not gonna be around you. I can't. So when you say
some women, the meal fishing where, like how you said, you had a schedule. These women had schedules.
Yeah, but if I don't like you and I don't see like no type of chemistry,
you can't have a good conversation.
We can't have a good conversation. I'm not. I'm gonna be annoyed, so I'm not going. But if you cool,
you was getting your burgers and fries.
Nah, never get no burgers.
Look, I'm telling you, the chick hit me up one day. She knew I was on my way to work. She like, yeah, what you doing? I'm like, whoopty whoop. She like, oh, my cousin that you met, you know what I'm saying? Whoopty whoop. We wanted you to come out to eat with us. Whoopty whoop. I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way to work. She like, oh, so then later on we still text. She like, yeah, my food came up to $40. I'm like, oh, that ain't bad. Whoopty whoop.
Oh,
like,
no,
you gonna cash at me? I'm like,
that's different.
Yeah.
No,
I'm like, I'm not that guy.
That's definitely a jack.
Only time I would do that is if I was already fucking you. If I can't call you to do nothing for me, you're cut off. I'm not doing shit for free. You can look at it however you ever want to look at it, but if we fucking and I can't call you and say, hey, my phone about to be turned off. Can you pay my phone bill? And you tell me no, you're
okay.
Yeah,
if you cutting me off, you cut me off. But a nigga like me will look at you like you can't pay your phone bill.
But I'ma
cut you off. No, how come you can't pay your phone bill?
Because
especially kids, I feel like
everybody's situation is different. What if I'm fucked up at that time? Because if you will call
if you fucked up, bro. Even if you fucked up, you should always have money to pay your phone bill.
Like
it can be a light bill.
Your priority.
If my kids' mothers fuck with me like that, I wouldn't have no problem with paying their phone bill if they was fucked up in a predicament because they got my kids.
Right.
But because of our dynamic, I can't do it. I'm like, you don't leave me drowning.
So a woman can't call on you when she needs something, but you can come and see her naked and getting her inside.
No, I'm not saying I'm not fucking my kids' mothers at all.
First of all, it's a new day and age.
Yeah.
First of all, chicks calling niggas for dick.
Yeah.
Begging. So you can't be like. So you can't be like.
A lot of niggas
so now you can't even be like. You can't even be like.
It's some. But I'm saying it's a higher percentage.
Right. You can't even be like. Well, you fucking me like, bitch. You calling me to suck my dick.
Yeah, like DMX.
Wanna fuck me?
I gave you what you gave me, a nut, bitch. What you want from a
exactly.
nigga?
You can't
Why was that
even
nigga Cisco doing this in the video for no reason?
Why did that nigga have that? Why did that nigga have that glove with just that one finger out though?
Man, I don't know what the fuck. Nigga, when I was a kid, that shit looked smooth, and then when I was like 13, 14,
the sweet as hell too.
Yeah. Look, when I got older, I'm like, damn, this nigga ain't on no treadmill or nothing.
I feel like it should be a two-way street.
It should be. You would think that.
If you ever tell me no,
yeah, because she got a good thing. A lot of women don't like to hear
it's over. Because if you call me and ask me, I'm gonna say yeah.
Not. But how we are is different. I'm speaking as far as what the fuck going on out here.
But all women ain't the same. But like he told me,
your ass can't get shit but an argument out of a lot of.
But if he told me, like he told me, if 10% of the women.
Facts.
If 10% of the women do certain things that other women are not attracted to, they're still going to do it because they've gotten what they want from that. So if they say, I got $200 for you, they be like, all right. If it happened that one time, they going to keep doing it. Nigga don't offer me $10,000 to hit this. No. It's a no. Fuck no. Hell no.
I couldn't have no pussy. I the God knew.
No. No, he said the same thing.
Look, bro, I'm like, so
nigga, okay.
10 bands.
Had that 10 bands.
You gotta think about all the shit that you can get. Then now we got Corona. You can catch Corona from the fucking toilet.
That's what I was thinking.
You gotta think about everything.
With the 10 bands, I can pay security.
Nigga, I'm saying you talk. She be talking about Corona, but it's like you dance. You go around.
I do dance.
More people than anybody.
But you got to think about the one-on-one contact, because some people might have Corona. Some people might have Corona, but they're immune to it. You all in niggas' faces, bitches' faces. All in everybody.
But have you ever seen a stripper dance with a mask on?
Yes.
We seen at Trump. At Trump, this bitch had a face shield
with the
on
glasses
on stage. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Yes.
With a mask on and a face shield. Nigga, I'm like, damn, it's for this shit is for real.
Yes. My ex said she wanted to take me, but me and her ended up going. But yeah, hopefully.
Just had a motherfucking
one chick I deal with now. She said she gonna take me and give me a dance and shit. So I'm looking forward to that.
Man, you tell her to smell that bitch before she.
Yeah.
I feel like
that bitch had a motherfucking grinding shit.
Just every woman, I guess, just don't know their own body odors.
Yeah, a lot of women.
Some have a scent that just
they blind. They know what you call that.
No, they know. My grandma, because my grandma told me it's like you smell yourself before anybody else do. And a lot of women have pulled out some bold pussy on me, and I was like, "You really just gonna pull out your pants like this?"
They might have some shit going on.
They got some shit going on.
Yeah, I done had some shit. They
had some bold bitches.
Yeah.
That's what
Man, I'm telling you, cause I don't smell some shit out there.
Man.
And I remember one time this chick was at my house. This chick started having a motherfucking miscarriage. She said she was pregnant. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have some encounters. I got receipts for all my shit. So niggas might be thinking I'm capping. I'm have some.
That's why you gotta just get you a girl. You can do whatever you want with the bitch.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm about to get snipped. I don't want no more kids. I can't see myself.
You can do whatever.
How many babies you got?
I got 3. Okay. I would have had more if it was about one woman and shit, but I'm like, I couldn't see myself with a 4th baby mama.
Ooh, so all of them different?
Yeah, my oldest 2 are 3 months apart.
Ooh. So we was arguing about this. Let me ask you a question. We had a conversation about this. How do you think that a nigga can go back and fuck his baby mama whenever? In your mind, do you think you could go back and fuck all your baby mamas whenever you want to? I say that. A lot
my baby moms,
every nigga that I know,
y'all can play that game like I can't fuck and try to act
exactly.
Up.
Every nigga that I know can go back and fuck their baby
mama. I want to have a kid right now. I have a kid.
But all that ain't the same though, because I have.
It ain't the same because some of these niggas be hoe ass nigga. I take care of my kids. You feel me? So women are attracted to stability. So you know what I'm saying. If he on his shit. Whoop-de-whoop. And then a lot of times the dynamics don't be right. So a woman might be irritated and like turned off by the nigga. Like, cause I be irritated and turned off by certain shit they do. And you know what I'm saying? So I look at them like my baby mom's like irritating ass little sisters. You feel me? Right. Because they get on my fucking nerves. You know what I'm saying? But even if they're a good mother or not, it's just certain shit outside of co-parenting bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't call the police on me and then apologize. You can't call threatening me and doing all this shit and causing confusion with these women that I'm currently trying to deal with. And then you ain't about to
because it's feeling still there.
So fucking me and going back and forth.
But because it's feeling still there. So y'all doing something.
But I'm not fucking. I haven't fucked with my baby mom.
But at the end of the day, this is the woman heart. You even if y'all ain't fucking shit, it's a little ass piece. You still in her heart, bro, and that's a motherfucking dough right there in itself. That's all she gotta do. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do is catch her at the right time, and she gonna give you some pussy. And that's what any chick.
Yeah, that is true, but it all varies too, though, because it's certain situations where dynamics where, like, you and dog can get cool. You feel me? And dog might have he might be a whole ass nigga, or he might be a man, a stand up man. Like I shake this nigga hand, I ain't gonna try to fuck. You see what I'm saying? Because there's niggas out there like that, but it's a low percentage of niggas. Because there's niggas that'll give him 5 like that, and be like, I'll fuck the shit out of this bitch. Yeah. Nigga, as soon as you leave here, it can be a whole ass nigga like, I'm in her inbox. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that, and nigga be like, we ain't friends. You see what I'm saying? But I'm like, my nigga, you look me in my eyes and you tried to fuck my bitch, nigga. That's a problem. If it's a nigga I don't know, he don't owe me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So him trying to fuck my bitch, I'm be like, man, You know what I'm saying? That's part of the game. So with the baby mama shit, like my pops is cool with one of his baby mama's husband, and they go out partying and all this shit together. My mama used to go out with them when my mom and my pops was together. So it's like it's all different dynamics. But sometimes the woman can be completely turned off. Sometimes it ain't no love there because of how the dude did the kid, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So if you have
it's a small percentile.
Yeah, somebody that say they put on that persona where they actually hate they baby mama, baby daddy. If they put on that persona, they probably still love that person. Like they just fuck that whoop de whoop. They probably still love that motherfucker. Cause I'm like, I ain't giving it.
So what you saying?
I just explained what I said.
I'm saying though, that don't mean that every woman is like that.
Majority.
Okay.
That's a lot of percent.
Okay.
98%. That's all.
Okay. I'm part of it too then.
Yeah, cause shit, my one of my kids' mothers told a guy she was dating that she was gonna have another kid by me. And she told me that. I'm like, I don't understand how your relationship gonna work after this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not having another kid.
I just feel like females, they used to dealing with a bunch of sucker ass niggas. And they not, and once they so used to dealing with a long line of suckers, when you fuck around and finally meet a real nigga, you done took some sucker shit from this nigga, that nigga, that nigga, that nigga. That real nigga gonna look at you like he ain't gonna want to fuck with you
at all.
Cause you don't know how to fuck with him.
I don't know if his dog was, had hands, or if he was a protector, but he was a provider for sure. You know what I'm saying? And certain shit that I did, she tried to put on him, and I explained to her, I'm like, me and you wasn't together. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't never in a relationship. So what I was doing was what I was doing, and I was making it clear and being transparent. You wanted to be in a relationship with me. I didn't, because I know how possessive you is. I ain't nobody possession. You know what I'm saying? And I move on my time. So it's like, you got that, and then you got some shit where it was a situation where, he was talking to other women, and she called me about it, and I'm saying like, what was the context of the conversation? And she told me. I'm like, that nigga could have said anything in the world. He just checked on her, you know what I'm saying? Or she just checked on him, and they ended the conversation like that. It wasn't no shit where at the end of the conversation, hit me up, oh, this is my number. It wasn't no shit where I feel like dog was out of line. I'm like, just leave that shit where it was at. Like, if dog was like on some shit like, oh, what you doing tomorrow? It wasn't no shit like that. That would have been a flag on the play. But I'm like, it was just a normal human exchange. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that you familiar with. But you looking at it like this nigga trying to slide. I'm like, if he wanted to slide, he already had the bitch interested. All he had to do was imply it. And that'd be a lot of downfalls. Don't bring your old shit to your new shit, because you don't know. And then a lot of people assume people supposed to know shit. Like that would be a big fail I see.
Like they mind readers.
Yeah, like my ex felt like I was supposed to know to get her hair and nails done. I'm like, no, I thought you come like that. You feel me? Because I've never been that nigga. I'm the nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Her rotors and she needed some brakes. I handled that shit. Right. But I'm like, if I handle that shit, you should be able to handle that shit. And then if you expect me to handle everything, then we might as well not even.
Females think that just because you giving them support, this is a new day and age, bro.
You keep saying that, but it's not like that. It's not.
Yeah.
You just seen the video with homegirl. You supposed to be going.
Shit, my shit about to die, but no, it's still going. It's just I got it just hit me at the 20% mark, but yeah, so women throwing the pussy at niggas, so they can't.
Not all of them.
It
all depends on what type of niggas you. It all depends on what type of nigga you is, bro. You get thrown the pussy on, bro.
I'm about to tell you a situation, right? And he probably dealt with this shit.
I'm not about to keep your motherfucking nail done here. I don't have to do that. Yeah. If that's all you got over my head is you sucking my dick, you asking me to do that shit. I don't have to. They giving their power away.
All right, so let's say this is a situation, right, with me. I cut this one chick off, right, a few times when I got into a relationship, and one time I cut her off. her sister said to me, like, you always act funny when you get in a relationship.
What?
I'm like, I'm not supposed to be cheating. You feel me? And then,
but some women look for that. They want to be the side piece. Or
you know
whatever.
what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm like, well, baby girl, like, I thought about, you know, trying to get in a relationship with her, and I'm like, it wouldn't work because she not there for me. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, for what will work for me. Like, you got to be calm, collected, call me on my shit, make me accountable for my actions type shit. But, you know, you got to make me want to come home. Because I want to be home. I don't want to be in the street. I don't want to have no excuse to get the fuck away from you. But, like, right now, I'm not sure about no relationship. Then it's like, I don't want no more kids. A lot of women want kids. They ain't got kids, but they want more kids. I'm like, I'm nipping that shit in the bud.
Yeah, Lawrence. So, what are you about to say?
About kids?
Mm-hmm.
I eventually want some.
He keeps saying that. He gonna leave me for a white woman to go have a pretty brown hair, ginger head baby.
Why you can't have that with you?
I'm trying to get it. He won't give it to me.
And I don't think right now the time for y'all to have kids.
I already said that.
We too lit right now.
First of all, I already said that.
You already told me that shit.
I said
we about to go on a trip. I ain't about to get pregnant. I'm about to go pop this pill. That's what you said.
That's funny.
We about to go. I ain't about to be sick. I'm like, all right, go ahead.
Because it'd be like, if a baby can be convenient, then a bitch like, you can have a baby in like 3 months, and then after the 3 months, you know what I'm saying, you bounce right back, and you ain't got to wait for 6 weeks. Nigga be like, all right, now let's knock this bitch out. You know what I'm saying? 90 days, you know what I'm saying?
90 days, huh?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 months, we good. But nah, that shit be like, what the fuck? And then
I be feeling that he ain't
all this shit. Then you fucking, right? Because I know you experienced this shit because you were saying you was a nurse. You sucking on a titty, and the next thing you know, like, what the fuck? The milk all in your mouth.
I ain't let him near him.
Oh,
he wasn't allowed. And I was breastfeeding.
No, because you didn't feel comfortable?
Because my baby is eating. I'm like, no.
I wouldn't want to.
Man, I had hit a chick. It was after she stopped nursing, you know what I'm saying? Hitting her and shit. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, it ain't no bad taste, so I'm not tripping.
It's not what you tell them. It's actually sweet.
It's what you drink milk.
It tastes better than better. It tastes better than milk.
Okay.
He like, that's not normal. So it's normal. So it's normal. Listen. So it's normal to drink milk from a cow.
That you don't know.
That's not a part of your
That's all pus and blood.
But you won't drink milk. I
really drink milk.
You know, it's all pus and blood and milk.
So what's that made out of?
There's more nutrients.
So I'm not about to drink milk. I know.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you was just sucking.
He just did not like it. Like, I used to squirt.
She used to squirt me with
you childish as hell. He is. She
squirt me all the time. And don't even be telling me, I just feel a little shit on my back. I'm like, well, what the fuck, bro? It's like 4 holes, and it's like all squirting out at the same time like this. I'm like, dog, get the fuck on. That shit is disgusting. And you want me to taste it? What the fuck?
But it's actually not bad.
Yeah, it's good for
that
you.
Shit squirt out in like 4 different holes and shit. That shit
just like a cow.
Yeah.
All this shit is disgusting.
But yeah, the nigga, shit. One time, I took one of my exes to New York. And she was nursing, and it was her first time away from the baby, so her titties was hurting.
Man,
I had to suck that shit out.
You a real nigga.
Yeah,
he just let me hurt.
Nigga, her
I literally had to
but her titties was looking so good because they was full.
But why did you have to suck it out though?
Because it released the pressure.
Got pumps for that shit.
She ain't had no pumps. And in New York, they was trying to tax for everything, nigga. I tried to get a phone out there like,
it's not the same coming from the.
How they do the udders and shit?
It's not the same. I told you that.
Gotta suck it
be all
I was sucking
like, you
and spitting that shit out.
It comes all the way up.
Me with them bitches.
I ain't never told this story.
But they wasn't that full. But it be like up to
here,
our neck.
Like she said, then they had bruises and shit.
That shit be hurting.
I ain't sucking.
And it was hard.
Now, Bobby Brown like and Whitney Houston. Which one was them on the toilet? I think it was Whitney when he had to like help her when she was constipated. And
I ain't know nothing about that. When it happened?
It was on the they TV show, their reality show.
Oh, I ain't know nothing about
And he had to pull the shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'd have been brought her some orange juice, apple juice, or something.
No, what's the anemia, whatever the fuck.
I don't know.
Whatever you sticking, shoot that one of those. Fuck all that shit. I ain't pulling no shit out of nobody. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
But the milk shit, I did the shit. But yeah, with the pulling some shit, I did have to pull this butt plug out this chick ass one time. Shit was crazy. She came over here with.
And he keeps saying he don't like it, but he do.
Yeah.
He be so amazed.
I'm like,
you got the light.
It's a light. It's a big ass jewel.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, because I've been seeing online strippers been stripping with them bitches with the light. But yeah, so she come over here with the bitch in her ass. You know what I'm saying? Over the crib, I'm hitting her and shit. I look up from the back. I'm like, damn, surprise! I'm hitting it, and I guess her coming and all that shit. Her booty swallowed that bitch, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if it fell out or if it went in. She's like, what? So she tried to get it out, and she was like sitting like she was about to shit on the floor, trying to get it out. I'm like, man, I got you, man. Then I ended up getting it out, and then everything was Gucci. But yeah, so that was a crazy encounter. I didn't want her to feel uncomfortable and shit. We ended up still fucking after, but it was still wild. So that might be her crazy sexual encounter. That ain't my craziest shit yet. That shit deep.
I ain't have one. It was regular.
You ain't never had no crazy.
What's regular?
It's regular sex.
What is your fantasies as far as places y'all want to have sex? Not things y'all want to do, because he want to have.
I want to have sex in like a private jet in the air. That's probably something. That'd probably be cool. She do it everywhere. Anyway. She probably had all types of shit. She just
wherever it happens, it happens.
I want to fuck in the elevator, in the balcony.
Balcony sound lit.
Did we ever do it in the balcony? No.
Wrong bitch, because you just said it.
I never done it.
Wrong bitch.
I was thinking about me. You like.
I'm trying to think. What would be
I had
close
a balcony,
to a balcony,
2 cribs, and I never fucked on either one of them. And then when I had my balcony, I never even sat on them bitches for real. Like my second balcony, I went on that bitch with my kids. The first balcony, I just used to like, we going in my room.
I ain't going to work. It's late.
But shit, we out this bitch. Y'all like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Support. Share, comment, and then y'all make sure y'all follow
China the Dream. China _
the _dream. I'm changing it though.
But I'm putting it all I'm putting all that shit gonna be under here on each segment. Okay. I'm gonna release his shit first. Then I'm gonna come back with this shit. Then shit. Hopefully I interview.
You should do like a couples couple, like a couple of couples.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. I was trying to get I didn't know you was gonna come, but I was hoping you did. I had I got this interracial couple I'm gonna interview. She peed on the nigga before.
Who black?
She black.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I prefer it that way because you kind of know how niggas is when they deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most of the time, if this is just from my perspective. Most of the time, when the African American male joins in any type of sexual activity with a white woman, it's because they're more submissive.
I don't have women sexually submit to me, so
I mean, like,
I only fuck black women,
but it's different levels of submission, like to where they want them to plan out the day, what they gonna eat, how they gonna sleep. Like that's just the whole.
Yeah, because I got some head twice by 2 different ones, and it was 50-50.
Yeah, they be saying that white women got the best head, but
no, I heard they pussy trash.
I have heard that.
But hey, well, hopefully I get somebody on here that can deny that. We out this bit.
Why is it a white bitch?